G'day invaders and welcome to Spacies, and this is the state of the channel video for May 2017. I like to do these videos once a month. It's just a bit of a chance for me to have a look back at what's happened on the channel and also to give you guys a chance to get a bit of an update as to what I've got planned for the channel in the next coming month. And this month has been pretty big for the channel. We've actually had the most successful video I've had on the channel released this month, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first, I'd just like to break down my top 5 most watched videos for the month, and we'll start at number 5, and that was my video with the Top Hat Gaming Man, what it was like to work at the Sega hotline. I was actually kind of hoping that that video would be a little more popular than what it was. There's still some chance, I guess, for guys to watch it. It's not really dated information anymore, so I hope that video picks up later on. But that was a lot of fun to actually have someone finally here on the channel next to me instead of just being me and the camera alone. It was just a bit of a nerve-wracking change, actually, because I had a cameraman. A lot of you probably didn't realise, but there was a cameraman behind the lens as we were doing that, so that was a bit nerve-wracking and a bit of a new experience for me as well, considering I don't do this for a full-time job, so I'm still learning. The other thing that we had, number 4, was my Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. I'll just say the Sega Collection from here on because that's a mouthful. That was the Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle Let's Play. Seems like a lot of you out there still have a bit of a soft spot for the big-eared paper rock scissors playing jumpsuit wearing mascot from Sega, and I had a lot of fun playing that. And number 3, we had the Sega collection, and that was the actual introduction of the collection itself and a run through of the game itself. Had a bit of fun dusting that off. Actually, it's just over here. So I had a bit of fun dusting that off and giving that a run, and I'm still up to game number 3, which is Altered Beast. That will be coming up next. I'm sure my friends over at Carbon Knights Gaming will enjoy that one. And number 2 was my unboxing video for this little guy here, the Mega Drive, or the MD Compact. There's still not a lot of content out there on the internet about this one. It's such a cool device. Doesn't have any inbuilt games. I think that's the only letdown for this. But overall, it's still a decent unit, and that got quite a few views. Now, number 1 on the channel was my Retro Gaming in Australia, featuring the Top Hat Gaming Man. Yeah! So that has had, I think last time I looked, over 3,500 views, which is unbelievable for this channel. And I'd like to thank anyone that actually took the time out to click that and watch that video. Also, another thing that's happened as a result of those videos, we've got 2 more coming up, by the way, but I'll get to that in a moment. In the last month, I've had over, under 100 new subscribers. That's 100 new invaders that have since subscribed to the channel. I'd like to welcome all of you to the channel. I'm glad that you hopped on board. I noticed that a lot of my content lately has been just Let's Plays. I promise I'll be doing other things besides Let's Plays, but I generally find that I have a lot more fun doing those rather than piecing together other video content. But I'll work on the video content as we go along. Also, I'd like to take a chance to have a bit of a whinge about something that's happened just recently. You'll probably notice I've got the boxing kangaroo here to my right. Just this morning I read that Tekken 7. Now, I'm not a big Tekken fan. I own one Tekken game actually somewhere amongst my collection. So I'm not the world's biggest Tekken head. But the kangaroo boxing character, I've forgotten his name, Ralph Jr. or something or other. I'm sure you're going to correct me in the comments. But he is being included in the Japanese release, but due to concerns from PETA, the animal rights activist group that, a little short on the chromosomes, I think, upstairs, to be quite honest, they have removed his downloadable content from the game. So you will not be able to have him as an additional content character. As you can see, we love our boxing kangaroo. We pride on the fact that it's an icon of this country. And so to have him removed from that game, it's just a bit idiotic, moronic, and just stupid, really. I mean, I've never heard of anyone, A, punching a kangaroo, and B, doing it because, oh, I love Tekken, smack. You know, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever to release a character, a fictional character, from a fictional game that's not based on anything reality. Yeah, I think PETA, their reality is a little bit distorted. Maybe they're the ones that got to do a bit of a head check and start removing things from their organisation. That's just my 2 cents worth on it. I'll leave it at that. I don't like getting political on the channel, but that, yeah, that kind of annoyed me. So, coming up on the channel for the next month, I will be continuing my look at the Mega Drive collection. I've got about 40 games remaining or more to go through, so I'll quickly be pumping those out over the next few weeks. Also, if you have some content that you would like to see on the channel, any games that you might just be spotting here in the background that you'd like to be able to see, let me know. And also, just to finish up for the today's video, has anyone here played Virtual on the Sega Saturn? I know there's a few fans out there. Just let me know what you thought of the game and should I do a video on that. Anyway, I'm not going to end out the usual way. I'll leave you with some outtakes for the month and some also from some videos that we had while camping. We saw some wild wombats. Love Australia. I love the wild animals that we have in this country. I thought I'd put that on the channel to give you a chance you guys out there a chance to see that. In the meantime, my name's been Brian. I've been gaming since Spacies. See you next time. Thanks, guys.
Hey, what? Let's do a Daddy Moore song. Okay.
G'day invaders and welcome to some Spacies, and this is part 2 of my rocket. Oh no. G'day invaders and welcome to some Spacies, and with me here I've got my first guest on the channel, Mr. Top Hat Gaming. How are you?
Should we do that again because you said first guest, because you did that. You said that in the other video as well.
Oh, you're still my first guest.
I'm your first guest. So I'm your first guest, but
You are still
your
my first guest.
but I'll be. Would I be his first guest or would I be his second guest?
Keep this rolling. I want this on the video.
First guest.
I would if I would have out of accent. What's that?
First guest.
I can't be first guest. I've been on
You
twice.
can't be first and second guest.
Yes, you can.
Only guest. Premier.
Oh, we can have.
This is an outtake, guys. And,